Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video pertains mostly to UW-Madison freshmen. So if you're not a UW-Madison freshman, stick around if you want to. I mean, some of these tips might work for your campus, like certain apps, certain book stuff, but for the most part, this ain't for y'all. So I am going to be a junior this year at UW-Madison, so I kind of have this in the bag. So I'm here to help you guys succeed as best as possible. So, number one, avoid studying at Memorial Union, Union South, and College Library, especially during finals week. It gets super crazy, super hectic really fast, especially during finals week. Trying to find a seat in these locations is difficult. Add to the fact finals week, it makes it 10 times worse. If you're a freshman, you have study dens in your dorms. Please use them, utilize them. It just gets really busy. Also, another place, Starbucks. Don't try studying there. It gets really crowded really fast. Like you will not find a good seat for a good hour, hour and a half. So just stick to studying in your dens or in your room because those places on campus just a no-go. Number two, plan your trips accordingly, i.e., taking the bus to class. Download the Transit app. It's an app that allows you to track bus routes in real time. I will link it down below so you guys can go download it. For me, it's really helpful because it allows me to see where the 80 is at specifically so I can decide if I need to just walk to class or if I'll be able to make it on time to the bus stop because, you know, depending on where you are on campus, the closest bus stop is like a good 5-minute walk. So use that app. If you know you're going to take the 80 to class, please don't take it like as soon as the class gets out. So like if 11:50 lecture just got out and you have class at 12:05, don't take it in between that time period cuz it's going to be full or you will get like the bus will literally drive past you. So just either take it like at 11:45, 11:40, like somewhere around that time, unless you are in class up until it's time for you to leave. If you know your location is a close walk, just walk. If it's not, then you have to take the 80. Also, avoid getting on stops that are really crowded on the 80. So Memorial Union, the stop at Langdon, like those stops get really crowded really fast. Also, the stops next to Van Heist, those get crowded really fast because it's like a connecting stop. Like there's one stop to go to Memorial Union and there's one stop to go to the west side of campus, and both stops get crowded once lectures end. So be smart. Also, number three, if you're going to take the 80, do not use it for short dumb stops. As someone who has literally struggled to get on the bus at the stop across from Fresh Market, it is annoying to see people get on at Memorial Union and then literally get off at Bascom. They're a stop away. I understand that Bascom is a really hard hill to walk up, but like, come on now. There are shortcuts to avoid walking up Bascom. You don't need to waste a bus stop to go just to avoid walking up Bascom. There are shortcuts. There are other ways to avoid walking up Bascom without taking the bus. Number four, if you are on the 80 and you see that the stop ahead has a lot of people, either one, fill up the seats, or two, move to the back. It gets really annoying when you're trying to get onto the bus and you see people are blocked, like they're literally stopping at the stairs instead of just going all the way up. If someone on the bus isn't telling you to move up, best believe the driver will say,
"Can we please move to the back? Can we please fill up the seats? A lot of people are trying to get onto this stop and we have places we need to be."
it frankly is kind of annoying when you're trying to like move to the back and there's someone just standing there with their music blasting in their ears and you're saying, hey, can you please move to the back, can you move to the back, can you move? And they don't move. So please, for the sake of all things that are lovely and wonderful and everyone trying to get on the bus, especially in the winter, move to the back. Thank you. Tip number 5, use your bus pass. Number 1, it comes out of your student seg fees anyway, so you might as well use it. 2, it's much more convenient and cheaper than trying to take a Uber everywhere because there are a lot of buses that go to the same stops. So if you miss one bus, you can honestly catch another and end up in the same spot anyways. I've paid for Ubers to Target before. They're not cheap. A good trip to Target there and back to your dorm, depending on where you live on campus, is a sweet $25, $26, depending on if it's a peak time or not. If you use your bus pass, it's the cost of free 99 there and back because it's coming out of your seg fees. You don't get charged for how many swipes you use. You get a bus pass for the whole semester, and the bus company charges the school. And since it comes out of your seg fees, you don't have to worry about it. Tip number 6. Now, I'm not advocating for underage drinking, but I know people love to drink their alcohol. So this tip is for those who want a fake ID. If you're going to get a fake ID, be smart about it. I'm not stopping you from getting one, but get caught with a fake, please don't blame me because like I said before, I'm not condoning it. If you want to get it, but to each their own, I guess. If you're going to get one, be smart about it. Do not get a Wisconsin ID. Do not get one from Minnesota, Iowa, Michigan, the Dakotas, or Illinois because those places are super touchy. Like, those are close states. So bouncers are going to know what the real IDs look like and what a fake one looks like. Also, avoid going to certain bars with your fakes because you're going to most likely either get denied, like they'll give you back your ID and say not tonight, or they will keep your ID and just tell you to go home. Those options are both better than them calling the police, honestly, because bars actually get paid a lot of money per ID per fake ID that they take away. The bars I would tell you to avoid if you have a fake and it's not a really good one is Wandos, Chasers, the W, Liquid, KK, Brats, Whiskeys, Mondays, Luckies. Like, unless your fake is really, 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 really good, then avoid those places. Okay? Tip number 7. The university bookstore should be your last resort for finding any textbook. Go to the uw-madison book exchange page and try to find a book find a book that someone's selling there, or use cheapesttextbooks.com to compare textbook rental prices. That's what I use because that way I'm not looking at 7 different websites at once trying to find out what's the cheapest book to rent. I will link both of those down below so that you have access to them because honestly, I've saved so much money by using cheapesttextbooks.com because I've rented a book for $10 where people paid like $50 for it and they don't even get to return it. Rent your books, y'all. Don't buy them unless you really need to buy them. Also, asking your RA if they have any books or if they know anyone, if they still have the book, it's really helpful as well. Number 8, add yourself to the necessary Facebook groups. There's a lost and found group. There's a buy, sell tickets. There's a buy, sell textbooks. There's a sublease, find a roommate for next year group. Those groups are really helpful because it makes it easier to find certain things. It makes it easier to report lost and stolen items. I will link every single group down below. You will have to get approved though. So if you're not a UW-Madison student, you will not get accepted to the groups. Number 9, make friends with people in your dorms as well as in other dorms. Having people in your dorm is just nice because you're living there essentially every single day. You're going to be there every single day. You're seeing these people every single day. So it'd be nice to have someone to talk to while you're just chilling in your room. You could just walk across the hall and knock and say, "Hey, what's up, girl? What you doing?" Also, having friends in other dorms is really useful, especially if you live in Lakeshore. A lot of the frats are on the southeast of campus. A lot of the party places are on the southeast of campus. The bars are on the southeast of campus. So just having a friend that lives in Whitty or Celery or Smith or Chad is really useful because then you can just say, "Hey, can I get ready at your dorm?" Go there. That way you're not paying for an Uber to get to their dorm and then paying for an Uber to get to the party place. It like saves you money. Also, if you need a place to crash, if you get super drunk or super tired, you don't gotta go far. Then you wake up the next morning, take the 80, and you're good to go. Number 10, Humanities is the most confusing building on campus to navigate, but Van Heist is the most difficult building to get into. So Humanities is this really big building that is literally across from Bascom, across from Chad, and across from Memorial Union, depending where you're looking at it. Humanities, you will enter one side of the building and end up on a completely different side. It is so hard to navigate. It took me 2 weeks to figure out how to get to my class in the quickest amount of time when I had it in Humanities. It was so hard. Like, Humanities is too big of a building to be having, like, Humanities is the building for arts majors, music majors, dance majors, that type of thing. If you can, avoid having a class there, but if you cannot, bless your soul. Here's a pro tip. The floor that you enter on, like the floor that doesn't have a staircase, that's the second floor. For anyone that's wondering, that's the second floor. It is not the first floor. You would need to go down a flight of stairs to get to the first floor, and you'll need to go up a flight of stairs to get to the third floor. The second floor is the base floor of Humanities. For Van Heist, bro, there's elevators in Van Heist. However, floors 2 through 5 are prohibited access, or they're limited access. You can only get to those floors if you are a staff member or if you have some health issue that doesn't allow you to go up so many flights of stairs. So if you have to, I know, like, first floor to third floor, that's not a bad thing. But first to fifth floor, trying to climb up 10 flights of stairs, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. A lot of students just go up to the sixth floor since you don't need a pass for that. They just go up to the sixth floor and then go down the stairs on the sixth floor. However, sometimes you might get lucky and you might be with a staff member on the elevator. Shout out to them. Or you might be with a student who has health concerns that doesn't allow them to take the elevator or the stairs. So time it. If you are a student of color, the red gym is your place to go. That's tip number 11. For some students of color, walking around campus is your biggest culture shock. I know for me, coming from a diverse place in Minnesota and walking onto UW-Madison, it was like every day I was counting how many Black people I could see on campus. And it wasn't until I went to the red gym and saw how many students of color were actually on campus, but just I didn't see them. I saw lots of Black students, African students, Latinx students. The red gym is literally your place to go if you're a student of color. The Multicultural Student Center is where it's at because that's where you get to interact with all different types of races and ethnicities. Also, if you're an LGBTQ plus student or staff, there's a center for you there as well. The last tip, it's none of my business, so I'm gonna just let them figure that out. Okay. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any tips you have for any incoming freshmen, UW-Madison or not. A lot of these tips could really help other students as well, not just UW-Madison students. Like, I know Minnesota has similar Facebook groups to UW-Madison. So, share this video, please. Por favor. Please help. Like, for real. Help me. If you are new to my channel, please click the subscribe button down below and don't forget to ring that bell. I make new videos whenever I can because honestly, people be busy. So don't be asking for too much. Anyways, love you peeps. Bye.